I came in without a tooth. I'm like, I need help. And then y'all actually being like, yeah, let's do this. Like, we're gonna help you. And then to do it right before the wedding, for y'all to stop everything and make sure like I'm taken care of. Like, those are pictures I'm looking at every day and like, that's amazing. Like, that's me. I've never seen myself smile that way.
In a long time.
It was even looking at pictures from years ago, I didn't smile this way. My smile was completely different. I don't know, I finally feel like me. I got pregnant with my first, and like I had some issues then, like cavities, things like that. So, when I got pregnant, I was on the government assistance. I was like, cool, I want to take care of my teeth. They're like, okay, well, you can only take care of it until, like, it's unlimited until 21. So I was like, all right, awesome. I'm going to get my whole mouth done. So we went in and they started on my top and then made halfway down my bottom. And they were just filling cavities and doing things like that. Well, come to find out, they were just pushing infections up. And then when they capped it, they like went ahead and did the crowns, but my time ran out. So when I was able to go get the crowns, they were like, oh, now you have to pay for it full price or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but the government already paid for it. Like, why am I having to pay for it? So it was like this big ordeal. And then from there on, it was just like things started almost rotting from the inside. And then each pregnancy, it just got worse. And then to the point where we had to start pulling teeth completely out because we didn't have the money to fix it. And then just how bad it was at the time, it was just better just to take it, to the point where like it was just so natural. Like, hey, I got this tooth that's now infected or whatever. Can you pull it out? And I've got none left. So I'm chewing on my front teeth and not knowing exactly what is going on, hoping that, the dentist would point me in the right direction, but it just didn't seem like he knew. I don't know the whole process in that, but doing my research now really shows how I was lacking in knowledge from people I trusted in going to. I couldn't eat for years. I couldn't eat anything. It would just have to be like stuff I could swallow. Eating was just a job to me, like not really something I enjoyed doing or wanted to do at that. I'm like, you do not want to deal with what I'm dealing with. I remember being on the floor. It sounds really bad, but like being on the floor, like not having anything to stop the pain, but knowing it was so bad, like I couldn't function, like my brain was just gone.
You'd fix something and then 6 months down the road, it was just
something else.
Another issue or different issue with the same thing.
Yeah. And then of course going to my dentist and him being like, no, let's save your teeth because that's the best thing for you. Knowing that my teeth weren't capable of being saved. Like it was just more pain and more pain and more pain.
When she broke that front tooth, it was like a complete change in her personality. She didn't smile ever, or she would constantly cover her mouth when she talked or smiled.
As much as they'd like to say is don't judge a book by its cover, it was very much judgmental. Like I walk into a room and they're like, oh, this meth head or whatever, she's on drugs or whatever. That's why she doesn't have a front tooth. And that's, I'm a busy mom working like jobs. It was hard, it really cuts down on your emotional state. And it's just knowing walking in a room, people are going to be staring and wondering.
We talked to so many different places and it seemed like everybody just wanted to prolong the process. Oh, this is going to happen, but let's gather as much as we can from you. Let's get as much out of the coffers as possible rather than care about what she's going through as a person. And I think, Archpoint was the first place. It's like, no, we know about this. We know how it feels as a person. And, this is the way to go.
I got my surgery May 12th, and then my wedding was July 13th, or our wedding was July 13th. I think the most memorable moment that we still talk about today is when Dr. Booth showed up. Mm-hmm. That was I don't know, the best moment of my life. Oh God, I'm starting to hear it. Best moment of my life. He changed the whole Archpoint. He's the face of, what I experienced. But it was just someone here from y'all's company that, made this possible. It was just amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything else.
You hear so many companies talk about, we care about people or we're here for people. It's different to really see it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, Archpoint talked about so much, we want to do this right and we care about, the whole process and everything. And it was really refreshing to see somebody not just focus on like, oh, we want to be here for y'all and everything. Like, we want to do this right. We take this seriously. But then to show up and to make something like that wedding possible is just amazing.
That was another thing. You put character. If I talked to them about wanting, like, my front teeth, I want my big front teeth. And of course, y'all saved it after surgery so you could go back and do my big front teeth. That was huge. And a lot of people in that industry was like, no, it's not custom. It's like, from wherever you get it, like, yeah, we'll shape it a little bit, but you don't get to choose your size. Like, things like that.
Well, and then there was another place that I talked to, and they were like, well, no, why wouldn't you want perfect teeth? It's like, because life's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's nothing perfect in the world. So, no, we want it to look a certain way. We want it to be her. And that's probably the biggest thing. Just see her eat a piece of chocolate or something and not just be like, because she used to just cringe and rub her face. Just that blows my mind. Time. It's like such a little thing, it seems like, in life, but you don't realize how big that.
I don't have to like sit here and hold my hand against my mouth just because it hurts so bad. It's just like, drink something. I'm like, oh, wait, I don't have any pain after this. This is actually really nice. I'm gonna keep drinking.
This cold drink is nice.
I know. I don't have to wait for my food to cool off to eat it. Now I can eat even hotter stuff. I don't know if that's good, but it's protected. I can't feel anything. It's just so much has changed. Everybody thinks about money and cost-wise, and there is no money you can put on this. There's no amount of money you can put on how I wake up every day, how I walk out the door, how I look at myself in the mirror. Like, just to not want to hide from your own reflection is a huge thing. I don't know how many times I look at the wedding pictures and just like, wow, like, I want to put this on a billboard in front of my house. I want to see this every day. Like, I don't even know who this person is. Oh wait, that's me. And it's something I enjoy looking at. Like when you have somebody's back, you can always count on them no matter what. Hey, I'm in a bind, I really need your help. You're always there. Like, that's Archpoint for me. Being able to call y'all, hey, I'm scared. Hey, I'm nervous. Hey, is this normal? And getting answers, like actually talking to somebody, or being able to come in the office. Hey, let's take a look at that. That's unheard of.
Having that throughout the process, just being able to call and just, hey, here's an issue, what's this, and getting the answers. But then after the fact, blew my mind. Just being able to, you call the office and just ask a general question, and then a couple hours later, you're getting Dr. Wu call. Hey, you just called the office, what's going on? This is okay, this is normal, and this is what you need to do to make sure you don't have any problems.
Anybody I go to, I'm like, dude, you gotta go to this place, they're amazing. Really? Yeah, so I hope I sent like a ton of people your way.